it's Jessii Vee and welcome back to the series called What They Hid From You. Today we're going to be covering Melanie Martinez, which is so requested by you guys. I used to listen to her music back in 2015. I even did some reaction videos to her music. I just think it's so quirky, so different, so dark in kind of a good and bad way maybe, and just really catchy. I love everything about her music. Now, I was hesitant on making this video just because, you know, there have been some past events where she was in the news, I think a year or two ago, don't even remember when that was. So we're gonna try and like push that all aside and we're just gonna focus on her music. Now, there is so much symbolism in her music videos, it's insane. Basically, we're gonna be covering all the songs in her album that she made into music videos. So this might be a long video, but it's gonna be worth it. Before I get into it though, just in case you did not know yet, I have a new backdrop behind me. It's peaches or oranges. I think they're peaches. Regardless, it's super summery, super bright, very aesthetically pleasing. And if you would like to win it, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, so my Jessii Vee channel, turn on your notification bell, and then go and subscribe to my other channel called Vee Vlogs. I will link it down below in the description. And head to the video titled Meet Our Turtle and comment a name that you think would be really cute for a turtle. By the way, we didn't keep this turtle, we just found it on the property, hung out with it a bit, did not touch it, didn't like do anything to its environment, so it's safe. We were just excited to have found such a tiny, cute little turtle. Just in case anyone's concerned that we took it home out of its environment, we did not. Okay, so let's talk about Melanie Martinez. In case some of you have never heard of her or never heard of her music, here is a quick summary. Melanie Martinez is like a pop star plucked from the imagination of Dr. Seuss. The singer wears oversized hair bows and bright colored lipstick, and she sometimes paints graphic teardrops on her cheeks. But there's a complexity and dark side behind her baby doll aesthetic. So yeah, like I said, it's some dark stuff a lot of the time, but that is why a lot of people love her. So let's start by talking about the music video Crybaby. Now, a lot of you guys may wonder why the heck she calls herself Crybaby, and I had no idea sort of the history behind it until I researched this. Apparently, when she was growing up, people around her labeled her as a crybaby. And as you guys know, that is a person who cries or gets upset at the simplest of things. So the song Crybaby is about people, including herself, who are extremely sensitive and tend to be triggered or who get upset easily. So she created this character throughout all of her music videos in the album called Crybaby, and that's a fictional version of herself. So as you see in the music video, her brother writes her name on her birth certificate calling her Crybaby, which is kind of weird how he had the authority to like write her name on the birth certificate. And if you guys look closely at this hospital scene, the cat clock that appears in the hospital is the same clock that appears in Pity Party, which is another music video that she did. So it seems like she likes to take the same props and put them into different music videos for you guys to kind of find out and point out. Now, something Melanie Martinez admitted is that in that music video, she completely forgot to paint her nails. So in that video, she has this red chipped nail polish all over her nails. It looks horrible and she admits to it because she totally forgot to get them done before the video. Now, what's interesting is that along with the album, Melanie actually made an illustration book. So for each song, she has an illustration. So for the Crybaby page, it says, "Saddest girl she has to be, salty tears stream down her cheek. Her heart's bigger than her body. Her name is Crybaby." I find it so cool that she actually has a picture for each song. So let's move on to the video Dollhouse. Dollhouse is about a family that appears to be perfect on the outside looking in, yet it's far from it. In the video, Crybaby's mother is an alcoholic due to her husband's infidelity. Her brother has gone down a really bad path, and Crybaby is the only one to actually see all the tragedy happening around her. Her family is visualized as the dolls living inside of a playhouse that belongs to a little girl. Now, this song also has another meaning that Melanie actually admitted to. She says it's basically about how people view celebrities. In an interview, she said, this is a quote from her, "People put them in glass boxes and think they're perfect. And when something happens that shows when they're humans, people don't like that. And that's so true. Whenever a celebrity gets into a type of scandal, people immediately get mad and attack them as if we as humans don't just make mistakes every single day as well. So here are just some interesting sort of facts about the video. The bear next to the doll's head is Melanie's actual phone case. And what I find so cute is that the bunny in the kitchen scene is actually Melanie's pet bunny in real life, and there was no reason whatsoever he needed to be in that scene, but he kind of just hopped on camera while they were filming and they just left him there. And the skirt next to Crybaby when she is strapped into the box is the same skirt she wears in the music video for Carousel. So like I talked about, any sort of props and clothing she likes to take from music video to music video. So the next music video we're going to talk about is Sippy Cup. So this music video reveals the events directly after the Dollhouse music video. So all of her songs are like in sequence, obviously. This song is about what actually goes down in the kitchen, which is a lyric in Dollhouse. It provides a deeper look into Crybaby's family life. So obviously, if you've seen the video, it's pretty dark. It's about her mother getting rid of her father, you know what I mean? And there's a lyric in the video that goes, "Kids are still depressed when you dress them up." And that describes how no matter what we do on the outside, our inner feelings remain the same. Now, there was this huge debate among fans on whether or not Crybaby died at the end of this video, but during one of her concerts, she actually answered this question publicly, and she said no, she did not die. Her mother just gave her something in the video to put her to sleep, so it just looks like she did, but she didn't. Her mother did that so she would sort of forget what she witnessed. So here is the illustration that goes with this music video. It says, "She watches mama sip a drink out of a sippy cup that's pink. Because of that, you'd never think that she'd pass out under the sink." I just think these are so cool, and I can't show every single illustration in this video for every video because some of them are inappropriate for me to show on my channel for like monetization reasons and just other reasons. But if you want to see her entire illustrated storybook, it's available online for you guys. So let's talk about the music video Carousel. First of all, I just want to say that this song actually is amazing. This was the first song that actually got me into listening to her music. It's just like, it's a jam. This song is about Crybaby. I can speak. This song is about Crybaby's first love interest and her first sort of love encounter at this carousel. She wanted it to be magical in order to capture the first feelings of love, and yet still expresses the dark side of how toxic a one-sided relationship was. She talks about how she can never quite catch up to him because he's not reciprocating her love. So it's kind of like a one-sided relationship where she really, really likes him and he kind of just likes her a little bit. She feels like she is glued on tight to a carousel, going around in circles, never seeming to be able to reach out and grab the one she loves. So she's basically chasing him, which definitely is a situation that is never wanted by anybody. Now, what's so cool is that this song was featured in the American Horror Story trailer for Freak Show, and this just happens to be one of her favorite shows ever, so when she found out about this, she was so excited, just like I would be. Now, Melanie states that this song is about a relationship she was actually in where she loved somebody who didn't really love her back. And what's interesting is that the pink puke we see coming out of her mouth is actually just strawberry yogurt in real life, and she had to like refilm that just twice, and it was absolutely disgusting. So let's look at the illustration for this music video. It says, "The carnival is where she fell for the first time on the carousel. Round and round through the same hell, she never gets under his shell." So let's move on to the video Alphabet Boy. This song is also really, really good. I like this song. So according to Melanie, this alphabet boy she's talking about in this video is a boy she met in college that she used to date. He was studying music and he used to try to teach her how to write her own music, and he kept telling her that she wasn't writing songs correctly. So he was constantly making fun of her, thinking he was, you know, this know-it-all person, and this made her so upset, so she decided to make a song about it. So this video is right after the Carousel video. So because, you know, she loves this guy and he doesn't love her back, in this song, Alphabet Boy, she decides to break things off. And what's interesting is although Alphabet Boy is continuously mentioned in this music video, he's never actually shown. There's this one scene where just his hands and his arms are shown on camera, but his actual face and body is never shown for some reason. And we're not gonna show this illustration just because, you know, It's got some swear words in it though. Okay, let's move on to the music video, Soap. This song has such an interesting sound. I love all the bubbles and stuff. Like, it's really cool. So Melanie says that the song Soap is about being vulnerable and being able to express deeper feelings such as love. So it feels like washing your mouth out with soap. This was a technique used in older days where adults would wash their children's mouth out with soap after they said something obscene. So it's basically about how she wants to tell this guy, hey, I love you, but she's so nervous to, and she's worried that if she tells him, he'll reject her. And it's the same feeling as if you're washing your mouth out with soap. Like, you wish you never said I love you because it changed everything. So here is the illustration for this music video. It says, she met a new boy and filled with hope. She said too much and always choked. So she washed her mouth out with soap so that he wouldn't pull the rope. So let's move on to the video Training Wheels. There are so many songs. Oh my gosh, there's so much to cover. Training Wheels is a love song that shows Crybaby in a relationship with her crush to a point where she wants to move on to the next stage. So Training Wheels is a metaphor for her wanting to become serious. So she doesn't just want to date this guy, she actually wants to be in a relationship, call him her boyfriend. So she just has a fear for his sense of commitment. Now, an interesting fact is that Melanie wrote this song in only 20 minutes. I don't know how anybody could ever do that, and it's such a good song, so that's pretty impressive. So the illustration for this video is, they rode their bikes so very slow. She wanted more as they got close, unscrewed his training wheels to grow into a two-wheel bicycle. So it's just about moving forward, growing as a couple. Okay, the next music video is Pity Party. So this song revolves around Crybaby inviting her friends and a boy she likes to her party. But unfortunately, as the song goes, nobody shows up, which I can't even imagine what that would be in real life. That would suck. So she begins to wonder why she put so much effort into everything she did for the party because no one showed up anyway. There's a lyric that says she put a heart on every cursive letter, which shows she regrets doing something so childish when she was inviting her friends. And as many of you guys may have already known, the line that goes, "It's my party and I'll cry if I want to," is a sample from Leslie Gore's 1963 hit song, It's My Party. You can also see that there's 9 candles on Crybaby's cake, which is the first time we know how old her character actually is. So she's 9 years old. And there's something in this song that kind of has been freaking people out. There is a unknown faint pitched vocal clip in the background of the song at the end of the bridge, and people don't know what this sound is saying, why it's there. It's kind of really random. The placement is just unexplained, and people are wondering if maybe it's like some sort of symbolism to something. I don't really know. And the balloon animal that Crybaby made in the music video was based on Melanie's blue balloon animal dog tattoo, which is kind of cool. So here is an illustration for that song. It says, her birthday was around the bend. She invited him and all her friends, none of which did attend. Her happiness came to an end. So the next song we're talking about is Tag You're It. And if I'm gonna be serious, this is probably my least favorite song on her album. It's still really, really good. It just always gave me a really weird vibe when I listened to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but if anyone knows where I'm coming from, let me know. Whenever I listened to it, I just felt like weird. Tag You're It is about Crybaby getting kidnapped and utilizing the childish game tag as a metaphor. In the video, she is vulnerable and alone, and she gets kidnapped by a wolf. As the song begins, it's evident that the wolf has been watching her for a while and sees her as the perfect victim. So obviously the phrase tag you're it is a metaphor for him chasing her around. Now, Melanie explained that since she was single at this point in the album because she broke up with the guy who couldn't commit to her, wolves are now on the prowl because she no longer has a boyfriend. That's how she sort of explained it. And what's really interesting is that at the very beginning of this music video, Melanie is shown throwing away all of the party decorations that she had in the Pity Party music video. So that's indicating that her birthday party from Pity Party just ended. So like I said, these music videos are like one after another. So here is the illustration for this song. It says, a lonely girl is so vulnerable. To her house she walks alone. The bad wolf ice cream man had known and took her to his awful home. So the next song is Milk and Cookies, and Tag You're It and this song were actually combined into one for the music video. So this is what happens after Crybaby was kidnapped. She decides to poison her kidnapper with milk and cookies. And there are multiple references in this music video from kids' nursery rhymes and lullabies. For example, the part where Melanie is counting, that is from the nursery rhyme 1, 2, buckle my shoe. too. When she says, "Hush little baby, drink your spoiled milk," that is obviously from the traditional lullaby, "Hush little baby, don't you cry." When she says, "Ashes, ashes, time to go down," she's obviously talking about Ring Around the Rosie. And the line where she says, "Next time you're alone, think twice before you grab the phone," is in reference to the movie Scream, which I find so interesting. So here is the illustration for this video. It says, "She got locked up and made a plan to kill the bad wolf ice cream man. He ordered her to make him snacks. Her cookies and milk made him collapse." Wow, that is like so dark, but like good for you for escaping, I guess. Okay guys, we have 3 more. So the next one is for the music video Pacify Her. So Crybaby no longer cares whether she's with a guy, but she decides to get rid of the girl he was with just for fun. So this video is about her trying to free a boy from the grips of his girlfriend. She uses a play on words for the title of this song, Pacify Her, obviously taking from the word pacifier, which is a rubber object used to silence a crying infant. People are saying that maybe in this music video, Crybaby is unfortunately taking after her father because she witnessed her father having many affairs with other women aside from the mother. So he's kind of like a player constantly wanting to break up relationships, and this is what she's doing in this music video. Now you're probably wondering, why the heck is the boy blue in this music video? Well, she's actually referencing a real life nursery rhyme called Little Boy Blue, and her taking the heads off the dolls in this video is sort of like a reference to the Dollhouse music video, but people are unsure of why she had the ability to take her own head off. That's never really explained as to why she can do that. But the illustration for this video is, she escaped and was never the same. She swayed a boy who had been claimed and pacified, oh what's her name, not out of love, just played a game. So she literally did all that for fun. So the next song is Mr. Potato Head. I really love this song. So Melanie said that while she was living in LA making this album, she noticed how influential the branch of plastic surgery was in Hollywood. There was like one on every single street corner. So many people she knew was getting plastic surgery. I mean, it's like a really big thing now. And she just thought that people were making themselves into real life versions of Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, which is kind of a harsh way to think about it, but that's just her perception on people changing themselves. Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head is an American toy consisting of a plastic model of a potato which can be decorated with a variety of plastic parts that can attach to the main body. Melanie wrote this song because she wants to write a song that helps people get over their insecurities and that you don't have to succumb to the beauty industry. So the illustration for this music video is, one day she turned on the TV, Mrs. Potato Head on the screen, showing off her surgeries. She thought that her pain meant beauty. So we have one last song to cover, and that is Mad Hatter. Melanie said that Mad Hatter is about being okay with being who you are. In this song, Crybaby is fully accepting her insanity and doesn't care what other people think of her. Now, as you guys probably already know, this song has a huge inspiration from the 1865 fantasy novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. There's a line where she says, "So what if I'm crazy, the best people are," and this is a direct line from the book. She slightly changed it, but the real line from the book says, "You're mad, bonkers, completely off your head, but let me tell you a secret, all the best people are." And like, I love that quote. It just makes so much sense. Makes me feel less weird about being weird. Melanie was saying that the stuffed animals seen in the music video represent the few genuine friends in her life and how they constantly support her. And obviously the bottle labeled drink at the beginning of the music video is a reference to the Drink Me potion from Alice in Wonderland. So the illustration for this song is, Crybaby sat and disagreed. Imperfect, insane, and emotional was she, but she felt safe going to sleep, and there's no one else that she'd rather be. So those are all of the music videos we're gonna cover. There were a ton because she did a music video for every single song on the album, which is really cool, but obviously makes this video super long. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I really find her to be interesting in the way that she makes songs, makes her music videos, and she does have a new album coming out in the fall. I think it's like September or something. So if you guys want me to cover that album when it comes up, definitely give this video a thumbs up and let me know. And comment down below which artist you want me to cover next, because I really enjoy making this series. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!